you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Monica, and today's video is a Shop My Stash video. I haven't done one of these in quite a few months, and now that I've kind of brought it back, I'm changing up the format a little bit. In the past, I've just done Shop My Stashes where we just go through my drawers and pick out my makeup for the rest of the month, or maybe a month or two or whatever. And I like doing that, but I do also, like, as a viewer, like to watch somebody get ready with the products they've chosen in a Shop My Stash. So we're gonna combine like a Shop My Stash and a get ready with me. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start off, go to the drawers, figure out what I'm gonna wear for the next month, and then after that we're gonna come back and get ready together, and I'm gonna kind of show you the products in action. Some of these products I haven't used on camera before. Some of these products I've barely used at all in my regular life. Some of these products I haven't used in a while, and I'm just really excited to kind of play with these products with you, and that way you kind of see how they perform and what I'm gonna be using for the next month in action, if that makes any sense. So I'm really excited. Let me know if you like this format, or let me know if you like where I just pick them out with you and that's it. Just let me know. Obviously you have to see the style first. So we need to head to the drawers, figure out what I want to wear for the next month, and then get ready together with those products. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so starting off with face makeup. So for primer, I think I'm gonna grab this Auric Glow Lust. I was talking about in my declutter that I hadn't really gotten a feel for it, and I don't think I've ever used it on camera, so I want to grab this. Then for a base product or foundation, I want to grab this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm. This is the tan shade because I do have a little bit of a self tan. Then for my concealer-like product, I want to grab this Milani Supercharge. Been a while since I've used it. Then for bronzer, I want to grab this Merit Bronzer. This is in the deeper shade I have, which is Quince. I am going to grab this loose powder by Maybelline, the Fit Me. I use this all the time. I don't really have another loose powder that will work for me when I'm tan, so I'm gonna grab this. For regular powder to set my face, I'm gonna grab the Essence 16 Hour Cover and Last Powder Foundation. I wanted to use the e.l.f. one, but the one in my self tan shade I had broke, so I need to repurchase that one, and this is really the only setting powder I have that is in a deeper shade, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I know I've used it on camera before, but I'm gonna grab this. For blush, I want to grab this Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush in the shade Goldie Cassis. This is such a beautiful deeper blush. I love to pull it out in the winter, but I also really want to try it when I'm self-tan, so I'm gonna grab this. For highlighter, this is the Essence Pure Nude Sunlighter. I mentioned in my declutter that I grabbed this in a deeper shade to try for when I'm self-tan because I have the Pure Nude highlighter, but this is a little bit deeper, but I do think it could work for a highlighter for when I'm a tanner, so I want to try it and see if it works. Now onto eye makeup. So I think I'm going to grab the Sigma Ambience palette. It's a perfect warmer neutrals palette, so I really want to get this out for the summer especially, but I haven't used it on camera in a while, if ever, so I definitely want to use it today. So I actually think I'm gonna pull out my Ulta Beauty eye primer. It's been a while and I really need to show it some love. So I actually want to pull out this Makeup by Mario eyeliner in the Perfect Brown. I currently use the Sephora collection one in Tiramisu. That's a dupe for this one, but this one needs to be shown some love, so I want to grab this. For mascara, I'm gonna grab this Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water mascara. This is a tubing mascara. It's fine. I really just want to use it up. So I'm gonna grab it, and we're gonna try to use it up this month so I can put it in my next EMPTIES video. All right, so for lips, I want to grab this Sephora Gel Rouge Lip Liner. This is in the shade Dress to the 90s. Been a while since I've pulled one of these out, so I want to grab this. Then for my lipstick for the month, I want to grab this M Cosmetics liquid lipstick. It's not really a liquid lipstick in the sense of like drying. It's actually very, very comfortable, very pillowy, soft, almost like a moussey texture. But this is in the shade Morning Mocha. I believe they still have this product, but I think it's been packaged differently now. So I will insert like a picture if I can find this product, so you kind of know what to look for if you're interested. Love this lip product, but I don't believe I've ever used it on camera, so I definitely want to grab this. Obviously, you saw me get the goods. The only thing I really didn't pick out was eyebrow stuff because I literally have nothing new to try out for eyebrow stuff, although I am planning on having a new drugstore makeup video coming soon, and I am planning on trying new eyebrow stuff there, but for the time being, I don't have anything new to use. But other than that, I've got everything, so we're going to start off with mascara. You saw me pick out the Cali Ray mascara. It's fine. I don't really understand the hype that I saw around this when it first launched. Of course, now that I'm putting it on, it looks amazing. What? That's odd. Okay, so as I'm putting this on, it's going on beautifully, and maybe, did it smudge or something? I don't know, but it's really looking nice. That really shocked me, honestly, and I don't have any eyelash primer or anything. I want to apply another coat. I'm trying to remember why I thought this was just a mediocre mascara. I mean, I've been talking about it being a mediocre mascara forever, pretty much since I got it, and when I applied it initially on this right eye, I was shocked. This is a tubing mascara if I'm remembering right, and it is allowing me to build it, which is interesting, because typically you're like a one and done when it comes to tubing mascaras. I'm actually shocked because I think it looks really good. I'm trying to remember if this like flaked or something. The whole point of tubing mascaras is that they won't flake or smudge, so I'm gonna like wear this throughout the day, and like I'll let you know if like I remember why I didn't like this. I feel like when I first tried it and used it from there, I thought it was just fine. Like I didn't think it was bad, but I just didn't understand the hype. And right now I'm kind of getting the hype. So keep you posted on that. All right, so it's like 11:30 p.m. of the day that I actually filmed this and retried this mascara, and I just wanted to show you how it is looking. It wore really nice throughout the day, so I'm thinking I may be sold on this mascara. I'll put in the description box like if anything changes, because I am filming this video quite a few days before it goes live, so I'm not really sure why I didn't like it. I can't remember, but right now I'm sold and I'm really loving it. I'll let you know in the description box how the removal process is, but so far I think I've been resold on this, and now I'm kind of bummed that I missed out on it for so many months. Maybe I don't know why. I just cannot remember why I didn't like this mascara, but so far so good. Sort of getting the hype now. But anyway, let's move on to the next thing. I pulled out one of my old holy grails, which is the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. I loved this stuff for so long, and then I found the Sigma eyeshadow primer in Persuade and have pretty much been using that ever since. It's basically like a stick version of the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. But before the Sigma one, there was this one. It is incredibly underrated. Oh gosh. It would not be one of my videos if I didn't drop something, knock something down, or, you know, somehow do something clumsy. But this is wonderful, and even though I kind of stopped using it for a bit, I've always thought that it is really overlooked. And the reason I reached for the Sigma one over this once I got the Sigma one is because the Sigma one is a stick cream, whereas this one really is a liquid. But look at that coverage. It just blanks out your eye so nicely. If you have deeper eyelids, I would love to know if you've tried this and if it works to like kind of bring out vibrancy of eyeshadows. But I know as a fair girl, it does wonders to conceal the veininess that I have, because I have really veiny eyelids. I think this is like $12. Ulta Beauty's in-house line is really overlooked in general, but it's really good overall. Can't speak for every product. I haven't tried every product, but every product I've tried, I believe I've really enjoyed. See, look how blanked out my eyelids are, ready to go for eyeshadow. I am always in awe of this product. If you haven't tried it out, try it out. It is so good. I do believe it's cheaper than the Sigma one, and you can get it in store, whereas Sigma you have to order online, but you can get it on Amazon. But this is really good. So on to eyeshadow. I grabbed the Sigma Ambience palette, as you saw. All right, so I apologize for the way I am pronouncing this word. I've always heard it pronounced ambiance, and I'm not even saying it like that. I looked up the pronunciation, like the correct one, and it says it's pronounced ambience, and I'm like giving a combo of the two. So I just wanted to apologize because it's driving me crazy while I'm editing it, and just in case you noticed, I just wanted to let you know that yes, I do hear myself screwing the pronunciation up multiple times. I love this palette. Love Sigma's shadow formula anyway. It's one of my all-time favorites, but this is so much fun to pull out when I'm a little bit tanner. It's a little bit warmer weather because obviously it's very warm leaning, and I'm excited. So I need to grab, I've got the A503 brush. This is like a blender brush from BK Beauty. I just kind of want to do something fun. We're gonna start off with this really boring shade, Days. And I'm just gonna kind of put this in the crease. I don't think it's gonna add much, if anything at all, but just wanna kind of start something. It's adding maybe a little bit of something. I just want to kind of put a little bit of something in the crease. So now I'm gonna go into the shade Basque, which is this shade right here. Same brush, I'm gonna put it in the crease. I love Sigma eyeshadows. I feel like people talk about Sigma somewhat, but I do not feel like they talk about them like a ton, other than maybe brushes sometimes. But their makeup products are really good, and they always kill it with their packaging. And their prices aren't terrible. They're definitely lower for a high-end brand, which is really nice, especially because everything's like $50 and more now. So it's nice when a brand comes in. Like, I think their new Cool Neutrals palette is like 32 bucks on Amazon or something, whereas like the new Natasha Denona Golden palette, I believe it's called, is like 55, 60. So it's nice when you have options that are slightly cheaper than high-end, or like traditional high-end prices. I love this shade so much. It's just so beautiful on the eyes. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun. Let's not get too carried away. It's not like this is anything but basically a warm neutrals palette. But I do want to go into the shade Marigold, which is this beautiful, I wonder if it can come across on camera. It's this beautiful like pinky shifty goldy shade. Beautiful description. I'm gonna take it on my finger, just place it on the lid. Pretty. It is a more like glittery metallic-y shade as opposed to the shade at Luster, which I'm going to go to in a second, where that one's more of a shimmer. So like I said, I'm going to go into the shade Luster right here, and I'm just going to take it and we're going to put it a little bit on the inner corner and kind of cross over Marigold just a little bit. I don't want to cover Marigold up, but I do want to kind of blend them together. So I think this look is beautiful. I do think it's a little boring, but I like it. I do want to finish off with just some eyeshadow as liner, so I'm going to go into the shade Sunspot and take this E06 brush from Sigma, perfect. And this is the best liner brush to get really up close to your lash line. This is my favorite way to like line my eyes now. So we need to move on to the face. I've got the Auric Glow Lust, as you saw. I really have no idea how I feel about this or how this is gonna go. I do know that Samantha Ravndal, whose brand this is, has acne prone skin, so I'm hoping this is like one that will not break me out. Sometimes I find that these kind of products can break me out, so I'm a little scared. I feel like the shade might work because I got a way deeper shade than I meant to when I ordered this. So I think that was part of the reason I never reach for it when I'm like normally, or my normal shade when I'm not self-tanned. I'm kind of applying it like foundation, but I'm gonna rub it in and see kind of what that does. I feel like I could end up looking kind of like a disco ball. Guess we'll find out. I don't really know if I needed any more glow because I like had like, you know, sunscreen on. I really don't even feel like I need much coverage after this, but I do think I'm gonna need something that's gonna take down the dew. Why did I apply so much? It feels like it has some coverage, which is pretty funny considering that I just put so much on. I look like the Tin Man. That was totally my fault. I definitely put too much on. So now that I look like the Tin Man and I am beaming to outer space, totally my fault. This does add a nice glow. I really don't even feel like I need any more coverage because it did add some coverage. So if you're like really dry, I don't even know if this would work for you actually. I was gonna say maybe it would work, but I have relatively dry skin. It's more combination, but I just feel like I look really oily, but this would probably be great to put under foundation. I don't think I need any more coverage, but I do want to use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm in the deeper shade. I actually haven't had a chance to use the deeper shade yet, but I'm really gonna need something to help this. I'm just gonna like, I mean, I don't even think this was gonna make much of a difference. We're just gonna kind of take it. What I really like about this balm, not that you'd really be able to tell based on what's happening on my skin already, but it's such a nice like light coverage product. It's so great. They even have like a clear shade. I feel like it basically is like a skin tint and primer in one, like a combo product. I don't even think you can really tell that I'm putting this on, but I'm gonna continue because I did want to use this on camera, but I didn't realize how much coverage the Auric product had, and I definitely applied too much. So Definitely some user error. Good thing I'm not planning on going anywhere today since I'm beaming. Lights are reflecting off of me. It's kind of funny. I'm laughing at myself because it is pretty funny. But I do really love this product. Like, I use the lighter shade all the time. I did declutter one of the lighter shades, but because I didn't need both, like, it would take a decent amount of time to like actually work through one of these because you don't use that much, or you really don't have to. I really don't think you can tell. And I'm putting this on except for the fact that I'm so dewy. I definitely need some powder. I will say the auric thing under this, I don't even know if you can tell on camera, but in person, it's just giving a nice dew to the skin. And I'm not like sparkly, and the Glow Lust is not sparkly like on its own. Like, this was really just such a nice base. I think I would use less. I think it would also be really nice to like mix in with foundation if you wanted to make it a little bit glowier. That'd be pretty nice. It does have some decent coverage though. Doesn't have any weird smell. Of course, the Declutter thing is so good. I love it. I just wish you could actually tell that I put it on, because I don't think there's any difference between my skin now and like 3 minutes ago when I just had this on my face. But I do love the Declutter Yummy Skin. Highly suggested. What an innovative product. Just in case you're wondering, I am self-tanned right now, and the shade I have in the Declutter Yummy Skin for my self-tan is 3, and I think it's working really nicely. For my fair skin, I use the shade 1. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm gonna add more glowy stuff. The Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. Love this. Have this in the shade 120 Peach. Oh yeah, that's gonna work perfectly for my self-tan skin. I don't use very much, honestly, and these kind of products, I know you're supposed to like put them under concealer, but I usually use them instead of concealer. I just feel like it's such an easy product to use. Now that I have that on, I definitely need to go in with some powder. First, I'm gonna start off with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is what I'm gonna use to set my under eye and smile lines, because I definitely need it. And then I am gonna go into the Essence powder foundation. So I put the Maybelline powder on, wiped it off. We're looking a little bit less glowy in those areas, but I do need to set the rest of my face. So I'm gonna go in with my Essence Cover In Last. This is in the shade Natural Suede. The shade I use for when I'm fair is Bright Beige. And I find that they're both like the perfect shade for each circumstance. But I'm just using this BK Beauty 105 brush, which I love. Okay, we're looking a little bit better, a little less like a disco ball. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to use the cream bronzer. Okay, yeah, I didn't realize how annoying I sounded when I said bronzer earlier, but I'm really sorry about that. I need to do that. Crap. This is the Merit Cream Bronzer. We're gonna see how it applies over powder. I do have a little bit of dewiness, so hopefully that helps. I love to apply this pretty much anyway, directly to the brush, directly to the face, directly on my hand, or no, on my hand, then on my face. I'm gonna use this Profusion Buffing Foundation brush. This is the FD1. This is great for cream bronzer. I hope this works out for me. Hopefully it's looking like it might. Okay, I think it's okay. I think we have so much glow and dew on my face, even under the powder, but it's working out. I love this cream bronzer. It's a natural cream bronzer, but it's so good. Every time I use it, I just don't want to stop using it, because it's so good. By the way, again, this is in the shade Quince, and the shade I have for my fair skin is Clay. Is that correct? No, this is Clay. If I called it Quince earlier, I apologize. Clay is the shade I use for when I'm self-tan. Quince is the shade for when I am fair. Okay, this is going over it nicely. I do think it's probably helping that the base is so dewy underneath the powder. I probably will put a little bit more powder over this to kind of set it, but it is working out in my favor. That, or this is just an even more amazing product than I realized. Okay, back to the powder. I do want to set a little bit more, like I said, just to kind of pat it in place. If anything, the Merit Cream Bronzer is even more amazing than I realized. That, or I just got really lucky, and I'm sorry if I came off is a little dramatic in that instance, but typically when you apply cream over powder, it turns into a disaster. So I was a little worried. So let's move on to the blush. This is the Essence Pure Nude Blush. I love this shade. I have only used it in the winter and fall because it is such a cool girl look, but I am interested to try it out for when I am self-tanned. I have my BK Beauty A507 brush. You can get these on Amazon now. Okay. That is gorgeous. Yep, I love it. Moment of truth. Does the Essence Pure Nude Sunlighter work as a highlight for when I'm self-tanned? I'm very excited to see. I have swatched on my hand, but I have not tried it like this, so I'm excited to see, because if so, I would have my favorite highlighter in a shade that would work for my self-tan. And you know what? The answer is yes, this shade works beautifully. That is looking really nice. I am looking really glowy. I picked a lot of glowy products. I mean, it kind of goes with the theme because glow is like very in for summer. Everything is looking beautiful. So we're now to the last category, which is lips. Like you saw me grab, I have the Sephora Gel Rouge Lip Liner in Dress to the 90s. These are amazing lip liners and lipsticks. Honestly, they're a great all-in-one lip product, and they are so smooth, but they do not run outside your lip line, which is amazing. I do think I am going to fill in the entire lip because I really like to do that with these, even though I am going to go in with another lipstick on top. I just think that it'll look more cohesive and a little bit more complete. So I think it's beautiful on its own. Honestly, probably throughout some of the month, I will only just wear this by itself. But today I'm going to go in to the M Cosmetics lipstick in Morning Mocha and put it on. It just has a traditional applicator. I really do like this. It's a dupe for a discontinued Bare Minerals lipstick that I loved for years, that I kept for years and finally decluttered because it was bad. It was disgusting, like really gone bad. So I'm excited to pull these back out and play with them some more. Love these kind of liquid lipsticks or like matte lipsticks because they're so comfortable, they don't transfer, and they're just very moussey, and they also smell divine. Smell really, really good. So this is the final look. I feel like it looks really nice. It actually came out way better than I was expecting, especially with like little run-in we had with this. Total user error, like I've said, and I wasn't entirely sure how this was gonna work. I've always kind of said it was just a mediocre mascara, but honestly, it's looking really, really nice. Of course, I love the Sigma eyeshadow palette. I love all of these products, and I love how they worked together. I feel like I look very summery and very glowy, and I'm loving what's happening here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier in the video, let me know how you feel about this format. I'd love to know if you like the combo of like picking makeup out together and then trying it on together. I kind of like the format, like I'd like to watch that. So I'd love to know if you guys enjoyed this format of a Shop My Stash video. Of course, if you did like it, give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit that notification bell down below so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Also subscribe if you haven't yet. I'd love to have you stick around, become a part of the family long term. If you haven't checked out the rest of my channel, like I've kind of mentioned throughout this, I just recently put up a Declutter series where I went through my face makeup, eye makeup, and lip makeup. They're 3 separate videos, all covering those categories. They're long videos, but they're good, and we go through every single thing I had in my collection that I got rid of. It's fun. It's organization. Who doesn't enjoy it? If you like to watch declutters, definitely go check those out. Or also just check out my other declutters I have on my channel. I will link all of those playlists down below. And if you don't really care about that, but you like beauty, I do that as well. I do lifestyle. So if you like what you see, definitely subscribe. Like I said, stick around. I'd love to have you become a part of the family. But anyway, that is it. So I hope you guys have the best rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.